Cindy from Surviving Mommy, and I have a guest. I'm super excited. Welcome to Convo Wednesday, and I haven't had too many guests, so I'm kind of geeking out right now that I have brought my friend Lorrie Thomas Ross. She is here with me this morning. Why? Well, duh, because she's a friend. She loves coffee. Cheers.
Cheers.
She loves coffee. She's a mompreneur. That's a thing. That's a name, right?
It's a real deal.
It's a real deal. And so I thought, you know what? This is all about talking about mom-related stuff and women-related stuff. And she's a friend and a neighbor, so duh, I should have her on because she's fabulous. And plus, she has cute short hair.
And our jammies.
Oh, we should tell everyone. Yes, we're in our jammies. Can you see?
Coffee and jammies. Does my hair look okay?
Your hair looks fabulous. And I know it looks fabulous because she just got it done. Because I ran into her at the salon, which is super funny.
Small town.
So we're enjoying a little coffee this morning in our Surviving Mommy coffee mugs. And I invited her on for a couple of reasons because, like I said, she is a friend, she's a neighbor, she's a mom, and she is also a business owner. And why I kind of fell in love with her, besides the fact that she used to have long, like pageant queen hair like I did, and then she totally chopped it off short, which, stop it, like how cute is her haircut? But also that she had braces, like as an adult.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when I met you, I had full metal mouth.
Like full metal mouth, and she owned it, which is so awesome. So this is Lorrie Thomas Ross, and she is here because, like I said, mom friend, adore her, but I want to kind of get into the whole working from home thing. We're going to talk about that on the show today because she's been working from home for 10 years.
10 years.
Oh my gosh. Like I strive to do that because I'm only, I think, not even 2 years in. So when I grow up, I want to be like Lorrie Thomas Ross. But first, I wanted to talk about babysitters because I'm really fortunate. My Mama Jane lives with us, you know, Mom.
Yes.
And so most of the time, she's the one watching the kids. But we've had babysitters. But something struck me the other day about babysitting. My daughter, Lily, is 11 and a half. She's almost 12, obviously, because that's what comes after 11. But it reminded me, when I was 12, I was babysitting 3 children. Like babies, like a baby, a toddler, and then...
I'm nodding because I was there with you. Yeah.
And I find that so bizarro. And then you said that the same thing happened to you.
It's my first job. I started babysitting at 12. In infants. Bitty babies.
Isn't that
when
weird?
I felt like I was a baby at 12. But
So I just kind of thought that was interesting because my daughter's going to be 12, and I feel like as cool and awesome as I think my 11-year-old is, I don't know that I would be okay with her, even at 12, babysitting a baby. Like, have times just changed?
I feel like times have changed. And it used to be that it was competitive for the babysitters, like we wanted the work. Where now I feel like I am begging because it is so competitive now for the parents to get rad sitters.
Right.
So it's like totally changed.
I love that you just said rad because she's also from California, like I am, and so she uses the same
Totally
1980s lingo, which
Like,
I
totally.
love, like totally rad. But the other thing I wanted to ask you too, and I don't know if this is, I just haven't figured it out, but even when I was 12, and I probably have to give a nod to my mom for this, even if they didn't ask me to wash dishes when I was babysitting, I always like cleaned up after.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, my mom usually watches our daughters, but we've had a couple of babysitters, and when they've served pizza and whatever food for the girls, they've not cleaned up after. And I don't know, some of you can say, well, you're not paying them to clean up, you're paying them to watch your kids.
Right.
But like I always just did it. Like if I gave food to the kids I was babysitting, I would always clean up. And then I would go above and beyond. Like I would kind of clean the house. But maybe that makes me like a weirdo like Monica on Friends. Remember Monica on Friends? She was obsessed with being organized and cleaning. But how do you sort of figure that out if they're not cleaning? Like,
I have come home to the box of pizza with the pizza still in it. And at first I did the and then I thought, you know what? Shame on me as the mom. Right. I need to set expectations. And I need to say,
that's not,
please put the dishes in the sink. Please wrap up the pizza. It's just simple.
Yeah, see, I don't do that. So see, this is why I have you. I did not set the expectations. I was like, peace. I was so excited to have a date night. I was like, peace. Mama's out. So is daddy. and see you later. Have fun. I don't care what you do. Just don't set the house on fire. So I didn't set any expectations, but I came home and the sink was like full of dishes, and I remember going, wah, wah, wah.
We got buzzkill, right?
Yeah,
I know.
it was a buzzkill.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
date night, and then you come home and you have to clean your house. So there's that. All right, so that's number one on Coffee Convo Wednesday. Number two, I wanted to talk to you about working from home, because even if you don't, so say you're watching this in your office day, you still run a home. So it's technically still working from home. So whether you work in an office, you don't work at all, you're taking care of your home, you have an Etsy business, or you're like the two of us, we work from home. Like that's our main business. How do you do it? Because in the morning, like right now my kids are at school, so it's okay. But as our audience has seen, my daughters, when they're not at school, like coming up in a couple weeks when spring break, like I get anxiety about
game
it.
changer.
Yeah, and then they're home and they're like, and you're trying to do a Coffee Convo Wednesday and they're insane.
Like behind the scenes.
Right, like you're like, hey, like that BBC. Did you see the video?
Oh, yes.
Of his wife trying to usher the kids?
Oh, yes.
All right, I'm going to digress. But okay, so you've been working from home for 10 years.
I started my company in 2005, so over 10 years.
How do you do that? Because I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't feel like I've mastered it yet.
I am a better work from homer now, and for those of you who are just tuning in, I am in my pajamas because I work from home, and I got better at working from home when I was a mom. Because when you're a mom, you have school, or you have daycare, or no care, and your day ends at a certain time.
Right.
And when I worked as a single woman from home, I worked part-time, as in 12 hours a day, if you know what I mean. And now I have a hard start and a hard stop, and I want to be with my family.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be doing anything other than family
I'm the same
time.
way.
But you have to own that you work from home, and that means not caving. So if you get the honey, can you pick up my dry cleaning?
Sometimes.
I can after 5 p.m., sweetie. Or, Mom, I'm hungry. When I'm done finishing this email, and if I have time, I'll make you a snack, but you have to hold your line. You cannot drop everything for your family. You have to set the tone that you're working. And I find that when I am in my kind of workspace, if you have a set workspace, it really, you command that respect.
So by set workspace, do you mean the couch? Because that's currently where I am working from, which clearly means, as I say it out loud, I need an upgrade. So when I'm writing, obviously when I'm doing the show, we're in the kitchen, and that's fun, and that's fine. But when I'm writing on my blog, I'm on my couch.
And for me, I work at the kitchen counter. Nothing fancy. I gave up my big office when I moved, but I'm at a certain spot. If I'm on the right side of the counter and the computer's up, it's my family knows. So if you're on your couch, kind of in your zone, and you're clacking away at the keyboard, usually you're setting the tone that you're working. And again, hold your line.
All right, well then let me ask you about that, because we have daughters. They're similar in age. Yours is a little older than my youngest, Luna. Lily, my oldest one, she gets that, but my youngest one, like, it doesn't matter. I'm on a phone call like this. Wait, I gotta put my coffee down, because as you know, on this show I like to do dramatic interpretations. I'm on my phone having a business call, and this is maybe in the afternoon when because right now she's doing half day school. So I'm on the phone talking, and she comes up, can I have a snack? And I'm like, can I have a snack? And so I'm trying to, so is that, what are you doing?
This is the signal for don't bother me at my work from home space. And it's taken
So I
training.
need to get headphones.
So this kind of thing really sets.
So she doesn't still go, can I have a snack? Because that's what mine does.
She knows how to do massive, it can be, but she has mastered, and I say, honey, this is a very important call. There can be no interruption. And it's taken training. It's taken time. But I said, you know what pays for that banana? Mommy's work. You know what pays for that t-shirt you're wearing?
Mommy's work.
So when these bad boys are in, it's don't touch me. And sometimes I'm not ever on a call, but I put them on anyways.
Oh my gosh, I almost just spit out my coffee.
It's amazing.
Oh, I am so...
Nonverbal communication, okay? Nonverbal communication. But you've got to hold it. You've got to really just...
I'm going to be walking around with headphones.
We're not asking
in
for
my
a little
ears all the
respect.
time.
We are commanding a lot of respect. not a little, just gotta own it and take pride. I mean, yes, we're not putting on our suits and going out with the briefcase, but we are working from home, and I find that we get more done working from home. I don't have water cooler talk. I don't have interruptions. I don't have the office weirdo coming up and being like, "Hey, Lorrie, the Lorrieator," right? It's like, no, I don't deal with that. So
It's like an episode of The Office.
I don't have that. And I can roast vegetables, and I can fold laundry on breaks, and you get it all done. But you've got to create systems and 2 things a day. So my day is full of interruptions. I have clients, so I run a digital marketing agency called Web Marketing Therapy.
And I love it. I'm going to give you all of her socials at the end of the show.
And now we coach women through Wild Web Women, because I am so proud to be wild and a web woman. You have to be mindful that you can't do everything in a day. So if I'm getting hit with disruptions,
right,
or the mommy, my frozen sword broke, like meltdown, because oh my gosh, have we all been there?
A frozen sword is a big deal. If that breaks, life's over.
I can be on calls folding laundry or doing a doll's hair. Usually I don't do laundry very well. Usually I need wine at the end of the day, and then
I talked about laundry last week. I did it from the laundry room. Like I did the show from the laundry room, so I get the whole
wine and laundry are how I do it. But I'll say I'll commit to 2 things that I'll focus on, and it might be small. Like I will start the speech I'm about to give. I don't say I'm going to write my whole speech, because realistically,
she does a lot of public speaking and teaches classes. She's kind of a big deal. She's kind of amazing. What you said something just a minute ago that kind of I think would be a good way for us to get into our next topic. So help. I can't ask for this. Help. I can't ask for help. I noticed this. Well, I've kind of been like this my whole life. But last summer, we had a really tough summer in our family. My mom was in the emergency room twice. My husband fell and broke his face. No, really, it happened. Go search it on survivingmommy.com. And then I broke my foot. So it was a really challenging summer. And I have a hard time asking for help. Like when you were just mentioning 2 things a day. And I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I'm not comfortable with it. It's really hard for me. And I'm feeling very vulnerable admitting this to you all, but I don't. And I think my close friends know this, but I could literally be on the floor sobbing, and I will not pick up the phone and call my friends. Not because I would call you. I have a hard time picking up the phone and saying, I need help with blank.
I'm nodding my head because I totally agree. It's human nature. It's human nature to, especially for women and moms. I can tell you, working with men versus women, the woman will say, and I'm stereotyping, right? Disclaimer, there's no, okay. But I will get to the positive. You have to understand that asking for help is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. And it's relief, even if it's as simple as, I need you to not leave the pizza on the counter before I go, so I come home to a happy end of my date, or yes, I do need you to make those edits to my website, or yes, I can't look at my social media and optimize it, I need help. I mean, I'm giving examples from my work, but just little things make a big difference. And it's hard. Small steps.
Yeah.
Small steps.
Start
with small steps.
I need to start, because so many people were so great, like when my mom got sick and when we were going through the 2016 crazy summer of emergency room visits. We're so good about offering, hey, can I help? It was, people always offer, but I have a hard time saying, yeah, you know what? Dinner tonight would be so amazing, because I can't cook anyway, but if I did. But just saying, yes, dinner would be so great. So the friends that I have that are uber pushy, and I say that in the nicest way possible, who are I don't care what you say, we're bringing over dinner. I have a neighbor who did that. She was like, no, it's okay. I don't need it. It's fine. I'm bringing over dinner. Tell me if there's any allergies, because if not, I don't want to poison you. We're bringing over dinner, 6:00 today, tomorrow, tomorrow. And I love that aggressiveness. I'm just not.
I actually learned that through one of my best friends had breast cancer, and when she was going through it, she said she was reading, because people would say, I just don't know what to do. And so of course she's like, I'm going to tell you what you need to do. And instead of saying, what can I do to help? That's the worst thing you can say to someone, okay. But it's actually a relief. And she was telling me this, that she would say, I would love you to bring me lunch on Wednesday. And it's not you being aggressive. It's you actually providing relief to someone. So whether it's your coworker or your husband or your kids, I would love for you to roll the socks before we go to the play date. Just ask for little things, and it actually takes the whole guesswork out of it, and it's actually a big relief for the other person. So here's what's going on. I'm having a dinner party. Can I bring anything? Yes, I would love for you to bring a salad, or give them choices. I could use a salad or a dessert.
See, that's the place I have to get to, because normally I'm like, oh, I don't need anything, just come over.
But then
just
you're stressing the other person out, because then they're like, oh, do I bring a salad? Is she making a salad?
Right. That would be me. Then I'm like, I don't know what to bring.
I'm all about no stress. I'm all about no stress. My company's called Web Marketing Therapy, and now when we work with women through Wild Web Women, it's all about how do we help you be happier and healthier. And when you're those two, you become wealthier.
Wealthier.
Money.
I like that.
Money.
Okay, that is a perfect way for me to go over the 3 things we talked about, because I want to talk about how people can find you, because I'm kind of obsessed with her company. I'm kind of obsessed with what she does. That's why I was like, can you please come be on Convo Wednesday today?
In my pajamas.
In your pajamas, because she works from home and she's amazing. All right, so 3 things we talked about today. We talked about babysitters, because we're both realizing now that we have little ones, like, how are we babysitting at the age of 12? How are we babysitting babies?
And to the families I used to work for,
Right?
like, thanks for believing in me, but whoa!
How? I don't even understand it. And you know, maybe if you're watching now and you want to comment below, how old were you when you started babysitting? Because I want to see,
I want to know.
Because I don't know. Like, now that you're a mom, are you hiring 12-year-olds to babysit your kids? Because I don't think so. I think most people are hiring college kids.
Oh, no. I love, like, shout out to all the gals who are watching my kiddo. They rock, yeah.
All right. Number 2, we talked about how in the world you work from home, and that's because she's a wild web woman and she's in her PJs, and it's almost like today too, we're like a mullet. So it's like business on top and then like a party down below. So we're like we're walking mullets. So great tricks, thank you, because I think I'm totally going to use the headphones. But I may get the biggest set of headphones
Get
ever, just to
Bose sound blocking. Yeah.
To really send the message, Mommy is on a business call. And I might not be on a business call, just like there might not be coffee in here. No, today there's coffee. I'm just kidding. Sometimes there's not. Mom, can I have a snack?
I'm still interrupting your call, but I'm whispering.
Like, they don't understand.
And you know what I say? I say to a client, I'm a mom. It's after 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. Like,
right.
And don't apologize.
Right. Why would we? We shouldn't have to. We're moms, right? Dads don't apologize for being dads. Why would we apologize?
Thank you.
All right. And number 3, help. I can't ask for help. I have a hard time asking for help, and that's why I kind of secretly wanted to have you here, because I knew that you would have some good tips, because that's something I've got to work on. I'm, constantly trying to improve, so I've got to figure that out. So those are the 3 things. I want to tell people how to get a hold of you. So what's the best way? Like Instagram?
Instagram, I'm Wild Web Woman. Twitter, I'm Web Therapist. On Facebook, I'm Lorrie Thomas Ross. And you can Google me. I'm out there.
Plus you have classes too, like on YouTube.
I do, through lynda.com, which is owned by LinkedIn. I have classes on online marketing and
it's like the movie Elf. I know her.
Oh, and I have really big hair. So it's fun just to go check it out. See what I look like with like light blonde hair.
You need to go just Google her anyway so you can see her with the long hair. Because, you saw pictures of me. I used to have like the big hair too. Well, it's kind of big today. I don't know what's happening. But she's amazing. All right, so follow me too. You know how to find me on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram at Surviving Mommy. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us this morning. Follow her. She's amazing. And I'm kind of hoping you'll come back and be on the show again.
I would love to. All to get new pajamas. Cheers.
Cheers. We can go pajama shopping. Thanks for hanging out. Go to survivingmommy.com, and thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, and we'll see you next week. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Next week, we're having a live performance from the musical Grease. That's all I can really tell you. Grease is one of my favorite movies. I don't want to tell you anything more, but they're going to be people singing in the kitchen. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. See you next week. Happy Coffee Convo Wednesday. Bye.